Hi guys, welcome back to Zona Zuma, zonanya si Zumarowski. Alright, so now, today we are with
Ashley.
Alright, so tell us about yourself. I mean, like a bit, in general point of view, so people are getting to know you a bit more.
So, my name's Ashley, as I said. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Canada.
Canada!
And I'm here in Warsaw studying veterinary medicine.
Oh, that's cool. So, like, is it your first year or second year or?
I'm in my first year.
Okay, so there's still a long run, right?
Yeah, I've still got 5 years left, so yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so if you still want to hear Ashley to talk in this, still 5 years, you know? No, it's fine. Cool, so today we would like to talk about what?
Being Canadian in Warsaw.
Okay, so I don't think you are the only Canadian here, right? So
No.
The experience might be different, do you think?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. Everybody's experience is going to be a little bit different,
True.
but this is mine.
Okay, great. So we just jump to it maybe, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, alright, when I first came to Poland, I had, before I landed to Poland, I had some expectation, you know, like when you
Yes.
when you came to Paris, you have this expectation.
Yeah.
Then, do you have an expectation, then the impression is different, or like it's the same or not?
So, to be honest, when I first found out that I was accepted
Yeah.
to Warsaw University of Life Sciences and found out I was going to be moving to Warsaw,
Okay.
I didn't really have a lot of expectations about Poland. Poland wasn't really on my radar at all. It wasn't
Okay.
a place that I thought I was going to end up. But when I came here, I was actually very impressed at
Okay.
how modern it is.
So it's more into like architecture.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the buildings
Exactly.
and like the transportation. The first thing I notice is about transportation is manageable, right?
Yeah, the transport here is so good
Yeah,
compared
true.
to Canada. Because we don't really have public transport in Canada.
Okay, so
Like-
where you come from the Canada?
I'm from British Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from a town called Kelowna. It's
Okay.
about 4 hours away from Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
But public transport in Canada, it's not that good. Like, it's not...
But I think in some part it's still like a well-developed,
Yeah,
right?
like in the cities it's very good, but in like the towns, it's not very reliable, and
Oh, okay.
it's not that safe. And the way the cities are laid out, you really need a car.
Okay.
You can't get around with public transport. So I was very impressed when I came here
Okay.
at the public transport. It's amazing.
I think you came to the right city maybe because it's like reachable between each directions, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
All right, so what about people? I mean, like, do you think, I don't know, maybe not people. I mean, the language. When you came, you hear something different, right?
Yeah.
When I came to Poland, I was like, where am I? I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. So I actually really like the Polish language.
Okay.
I like how it sounds a lot. I like the kind of like harshness, I guess, of the language. But no, I really like the language.
Do you try to learn Polish language? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning it in school, and I've signed up for an online Polish course.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a friend who's teaching me Polish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's true. I mean, like, Polish language is one of the hardest language in the world. I
To
think
learn.
it is. Yeah, to
Yeah.
learn, especially for the English speaker, right?
Yeah.
You are definitely a native speaker. So for me, I mean, like, I'm from Indonesia. Indonesian doesn't have like grammar. For me, the worst thing is the grammar because we have a lot of changing. Even your name is changed,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Exactly. That's a really hard part
Yeah.
for me about learning Polish, is because in English we have like the articles and
Yeah.
things like that you put in between the words to make them make sense.
Yeah.
But Polish doesn't really have that. Like, you have to conjugate the verbs
Yeah.
and everything
And also
like
they
that.
have a lot of like exceptional. So for example, this should be in this grammar, but they put it in the other grammar because
Yeah.
it's logic.
Exactly.
Nowadays, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's hard in like learning the language, but
True.
to make sense of it, that part's not the difficult part for me, because
Yeah.
English has a lot of exceptions
Ah,
and things
okay,
like that too.
okay.
For me, it's just like the conjugating of the verbs and.
What
yeah.
about the pronunciation? Do you find it because they have this?
I know the pronunciation is so hard. All the consonants and, like you said, the
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's difficult for sure because we don't have those sounds in English.
Yeah, true. I mean, like, they can put consonant after consonant until like several part of consonants.
I know. There's
You
like
find
four
vowels
consonants
only
in
in
a row.
one word.
Exactly.
I was
I
like,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about the language, right? Anything else? Maybe like I mentioned about people. I don't know. In Indonesia, we're more welcoming. I don't want to say like Polish people are not welcoming.
No, I wouldn't say that Polish people aren't welcoming because I mean I've met so many amazing people here who have been very welcoming and really helpful.
Yeah.
But I would say the difference is that Polish people are definitely more reserved than people are in Canada. So like in Canada, you know, you can just walk up to any random person on the street and have a conversation with them, and you'll talk to them like you've known them for years, and they're your best friend, right?
I think it's a bit the same thing with the Western European, right? So they're just like.
I wouldn't say so.
No, I mean not Poland, but Canada.
Yeah.
No?
For me, like Europe in general is kind of like that.
Okay.
People are more reserved.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I think, for example, because I went to Spain, right?
Yeah.
And this Barcelona people,
Yeah.
you know, they're just like, hey, papacito, something like that. You know, I don't know how to say that.
I mean, I can't speak to that because I've never been to Spain.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So you're coming back in. Yeah. So they need to know you more in order to be like us right now. Right? We just like met, I don't know, 3 times I think, and we just, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've only met
but we will
times.
not doing this for 3 times with Polish, right?
No, exactly.
Yeah, but the chances like there's some part of like young people, especially in Warsaw. I think they are more dynamic. They are more like
for sure.
Like international mindset or something.
Yeah.
So
the younger people for sure are more open.
You just need to give it a shot. I mean,
exactly.
Sure thing. So maybe like I don't know, people already. We talk about that language already. First impression already. What next? A bit harder, maybe like political point of view. I don't know.
Politics. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So I don't really know a lot about Polish politics.
Okay. Are they more conservative than Canadian?
For sure.
They can.
Yeah, it's way more conservative here.
Okay.
Which actually, that's something that actually did surprise me when I came here.
Okay.
It's because I kind of had this like preconceived notion that all of Europe was just like super liberal.
Okay.
And then when I got here, I found out that that wasn't the case.
Yeah. It was just like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to judge people. I judge myself. I'm sorry. I'm from like conservative, like Muslim conservative country as well. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is like Catholic conservative.
Yes, true.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no, you know, way different of mindset of people in order to say this conservative or not. But for you, maybe you are from like liberal, like kind of.
Yeah. And the Catholic thing too. Like Canada's more secular, I guess. Like there's definitely religious people. Like I'm religious. I'm a Christian, but it's not so much like ingrained into our society. It's more of just like a private thing.
Okay. So you separate the regulation of the government and then the religion, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think to compare it also in Indonesia we have that as well, but in one part of the province they put it together.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's more like that. Maybe another thing that fancy you to talk about.
So one thing that surprised me for the good, positively surprised me, I guess, is the healthcare actually here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially in this situation, you notice in this situation or from the beginning?
From the beginning.
Okay.
So I have a chronic illness, so I'm a type 1 diabetic.
Oh, okay.
I was diagnosed at 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
And the healthcare here compared to Canada is so good. Like again, this is my experience. Other people might disagree with me on this, but I find that you know, the doctors and paramedics and healthcare workers that I've interacted with, they more so than at home, they seem to like actually really care about you and your like individual situation and your illness.
Yeah.
Versus at home, it kind of feels like, okay, we have 15 minutes. I just kind of want to get you out of my office and onto the next patient, right? Like it's more personalized here, and it kind of feels like they, you know, actually.
Okay. So you say like here the medical staff is more organized.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so
and more personalized.
Okay, so they are like touching you to personal basis, right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's really good. I mean, yeah.
And you know, nothing against Canadian healthcare workers. Like, they're
True.
great too, and I know like my doctors at home are awesome, and I know they really care. But here,
there's a chance for us to compare it, like to feel it personally, right? So that's what we would like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So we talk. Definitely we talk.
We had a good conversation.
Do you want to have some drink? Maybe like you have some sore throat? No, not really. We got excited because we would like to share to you how's being Canadian here. Maybe like some other Canadians in Poland, or like those of you who already visited Poland might have some things to share as well.
Exactly.
If my channel is going to like reach to Canadian, but I think you will share it to your friends.
Yes, I will. I'll share it around. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any general comment, maybe?
So in general, I'm really happy here. I love Warsaw. I love Poland. I think it's a great place, and I'd encourage anyone from Canada to come over and visit and see what it's like.
Welcome to Poland.
Welcome to Poland.
Polsce.
Witamy Polsce.
See, like we changed from like welcome to Poland. It's like Witamy Polsce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witamy Polsce.
Okay, so that's all maybe with Ashley. Thank you for coming to my channel.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, so if you would like to, get in touch with Ashley, maybe you would like to share your Instagram or Facebook?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's here. Or otherwise, I will put it in the description below.
Yeah.
Language barriers. I'm not native. I'm sorry. Cool. So, anything else? No. Let's get some wine, okay?
Yes, definitely.
Good. Okay, so thank you so much and stay safe.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Okay, so bye-bye.
Bye.